All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Rome, and here we're back with another video on the Vivo X300 Ultra and how Vivo managed to make me walk around with a bunch of camera gear, and I'm not even a photographer, is just pure insanity. But we're gonna talk about it, all right? Let's get into it. All right, so immediately, I'll just talk about these accessories really quickly and just get it out of the way, and then we'll talk about photos a little bit more later on. All right, so first things first, this hand grip. I have never impersonated a photographer so much in my life. I walk around with this thing and I get questions about it, and people are genuinely surprised when they find out that it is a phone. We just don't have stuff like that, like this here in the US, which just blows my mind. But with all that being said, the camera grip has a battery inside, and it can act as a charger to the phone with the press of a button. This one right here. I'm gonna press it, just show you what that looks like. And you'll see that it gave you a little animation. It shows that it's charging up top. I mean, these companies that are adding these camera grips and accessories to these phones, that's chef's kiss. I just can't express how much I appreciate stuff like this. I mean, it's so really specific to a specific group of people, but just having these options out there are just insane. Like, I purchased it, and like I said before, I'm not a photographer, but I just couldn't help myself. I just needed this. And now that I've got it, I hate that I bought it, because now I hate being without it. Like, when I get out and I see like animals, because I've really grown fond of taking pictures of animals and stuff like that. I just hate not having this phone. Like, I test other phones, and I really want to keep this one with me at all times. But like I said, we'll talk about that further later. What I want to talk about right now is the phone itself and how it behaves day to day. As you can see right now, I'm sitting at 18%. That's because I haven't charged this phone since yesterday. And let's talk about that really quickly. So battery life on here is really good. As you can tell, like I said, it's been a day since I charged it. Let's go down there, and you can see that 1 day, 41 minutes. And I've been using this phone heavily. Now you'll see screen on time is 5 hours and 30 minutes. I'm not sure how they measure that, because I feel like I have this phone on all the time. But you can see that most of that is camera, because I use the camera a lot. Which I feel like that's what you're supposed to do on an Ultra device. That's what you buy an Ultra device for. They are really camera focused, so I get it. You can see I use social media, YouTube videos, music. I'm not sure why Android Auto is not. I'm always confused why Android Auto never shows up here, but it's such a battery hog. It's weird. But yeah, you can see I've used social media. I've used the camera a ton. So I've been using this device, and I'm still sitting at 18%. I'm not sure. Let me see if this shows how much battery life I have left. I know it estimates it on different devices, but I'm not seeing that. Okay. But yeah, anyway, yeah, you can tell I use the device heavily. So battery is great. Let's go into speakers a little bit. And I'm only going to cover speakers on here because I feel like they have genuinely improved between the X200 Ultra and the X300 Ultra. So let me go ahead and find some. I have it pulled up already. So I'm going to go back to about 30 seconds. I'm going to make sure the volume is on, and I'm not going to talk just so my mics will pick it up and won't cancel out the noise. So I'm going to do about a quarter of the way up, and then we'll do halfway up, and then full 100%. So here we are, and I'm going to play. Prepare your ears. I'm sorry if you have on earphones or anything like that or whatever. Prepare yourself. All right. All right, so that's just a quarter of the way up. I hope my microphones picked that up because I wasn't talking. We'll see. I hope it does. But we're gonna crank it up to halfway. That's about halfway. And we're gonna do what we just did. Let's do it again. All right. And really prepare yourself because I'm about to crank it up. All right. All right. So hopefully you got what you needed out of that. But what I'll say is, long story short, these speakers have more personality than the X200 Ultra. I feel like the speakers on the X200 Ultra were just flat. You got good volume, but they were just flat. They had no personality. The lows didn't hit. On this device, I feel like you get some bass in there. Just overall, just more robust sound profile comes out of here. So you feel it all. Is good job, Vivo. I really thought I wouldn't say that to them because I feel like the past few devices I've had from Vivo, I love their devices, but I feel like speakers always fell flat. So I'm really impressed to find that they've bumped them up a little bit in this one. And what we're gonna do now is jump over to haptics, because I also feel like those are really solid. I feel like they weren't bad in the X200 Ultra, but I feel like they're better here. So really quickly, I love that these companies improve and include like this video that you can play to feel the haptics. So just impressive. The haptics on this device are not bad at all. They are actually fairly strong. Strong to the point that you'll see that I haven't turned the haptic feedback for the system when I'm swiping and stuff like that. I have it turned off because it's kind of loud at nighttime. Like, and I don't want to disturb my wife, so I have it turned off right now. But the feedback, you won't miss a text, you won't miss a call. Even if it's in your pocket, I don't feel like you'll miss a text or a call. Solid, really solid. Good job, Vivo. Talk about the software really quickly because anybody that's used the Vivo before, they're familiar with OriginOS. So I won't talk too much about this. They have solid customization options, and it comes in it comes in a couple of forms. But you can go through the settings and customize it that way, or you can use Mood Cube. You'll see that the window style here is disabled right now because I have this feature that they're testing out right now. So when you're on the lock screen, you're seeing it on a few different devices now, but when you shift the phone around, move it around, you see the wallpaper moves a little bit, gives it a little more depth. So I like that. That's fine. But jumping back into Mood Cube, you see you have your wallpapers there, your themes, and you can choose your icon style. You can edit your icons, very limited in this window, but you can go into settings. And if I'm accurate, because I'm at a weird angle, and let's come out of that, cancel, and let's go up to home screen, lock screen wallpaper. You see you have icons here. You could change them there. You could download more. Let me go into more so you can see that. More icon styles, and you can download more. Some will be free, some will not be. Let me come out of there. All right, let's go back a little bit more. You can do your wallpapers here, and you do your always on display. You got full screen always on display, and you got partial. I mean, you have a bunch of customization options here. And even if you were to go into that lock screen and you see all three always on display, lock screen, home screen, you could edit different things based on which one you're looking at the moment. I mean, really good. So this is what I was saying that they were testing in the beta right now. If you move the paper around, it shows beta. This little depth feature, I'm not sure what Vivo calls it. But yeah, adds that in. So, but you can't have the depth effect on here at the same time. So, pick and choose what you want to customize. But like I said, you have a bunch of options here. OriginOS is pretty full. I feel like ColorOS has more options around icons just baked into the OS. But hey, we have a lot of options here. So good stuff. You have charging animations. When you plug in a charger at the bottom, you customize the animation. You just have a ton of stuff here. So good stuff. And you could do your drawer style on your home screen, or you can turn it off to where you have all your icons on your home screen like an iPhone. That's the best thing I can think of at the moment that uses that. Just learn anything. Okay, cool. So anyway, you got more home settings here, and you could just, there's a lot in here. OriginOS is packed, so no shortcomings there. I just wish that I had the global version of this phone, because all the stuff that I've set shortcuts to works more smoothly and native on the device. But I have set my shortcuts, so I won't complain too much. But I will say that the Chinese version is still a little too strict on background processes. So some notifications just for certain apps, no matter what you do on this device, I haven't found a shortcut around it, you will not get quickly. I don't know about WhatsApp specifically because I haven't used it on this exact device, but I know that WhatsApp in the past has just notifications don't come through immediately. Email, stuff like that. Your messages, I seem like I get those really promptly. But yeah, I just feel like the Chinese software is really strict on background process, and it helps with battery life. So I can't be too upset about it. But yeah, just be aware. All right, so to the main event. If there's anything I missed, like I said, this is not a full review. We're going to do that. This is just a quick run through of what I've been experiencing and using throughout the past 2 weeks or so. So as you can tell, I have been taking so many photos on this phone. I just take pictures of everything. I love this phone. Even the moon, I mean, and it just packed with different features and things like that. I have my moon shots there. I have my son, my wife. Use it to take different thumbnail photos or social media posts. I'm obsessed with that phone right now. Goodness gracious. These two phones are just consuming all of my time. But I've just taken really good photos. But like I said before, I'm really trying to spend time with this phone and this photography kit to learn how to frame my shots. And it's actually made me want to dive more into photography. Taking pictures of spider webs, stuff like that. And I'm terrified of spiders, so I don't know why I was doing that. Like, it just makes me want to take more photos. So I want to put these on the screen really big so you guys can see in just a moment after this. Pop a little music under it and make it nice or whatever. But the street photography mode on the camera, it just consumed me. I just love the color profile, the way it just does everything within that little feature on this phone. It's really impressive. So look, I'm just taking pictures of animals. I have not been this guy. I'm not this guy. Taking photos of animals and turtles. Let me look at those ducks and turtles and videos and stuff like that of nature. I am not that guy. So it's weird that this phone is making me do this. I'm just really thoroughly impressed with what Vivo is doing with this device. And look, like raindrops, like every time I'm at this point right now with this phone where every time I look at something, I'm thinking of how I can snap a photo of it. My cat, like, look at that. Just this lady, I don't know if she was on her break or whatnot, but I just wanted to take a photo. Like, look at that. This phone has consumed me. And this photography kit, I am consumed, people. Like, I think there was this couple walking out here. Yeah, that photography mode. Look, I mean, that street photography mode is just insane. It's too good. Look at that. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to put these up on the screen really big for you guys. And I really do plan on doing like a full review of the phone itself, the cameras, the kit, everything overall. But for now, I just wanted to bring you guys a little more information, show you what I'm doing, give you my thoughts, and let you know why I haven't done a full review yet, because I'm trying to learn the device so I can give it its respect and just show it, just be respectful of it. Like, they put a lot of effort into this, all of this. So I just want to be able to use it to its fullest and be able to talk to you guys with it and be a little more knowledgeable about photography. So here we are. Let me show you photos and then we'll come back and wrap this up. All right. So now that you guys have seen those photos for yourself, I know they're not like crazy impressive or anything like that. It'll probably be to you guys, because I know at this point you probably watched a ton of videos on this photography kit and from professional photographers, and they have these crazy scenery set up. Like I said, I'm learning, and I'm going to spend more time with the device and try to do a little bit better. Maybe try to capture, just go out of my way to go out on a photography trip and see what I can do out there. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, really appreciate you guys tuning in to the video, and there'll be more to come on this phone and others. Feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. It all goes a long way and helps me keep bringing these devices to you guys. All right. So I'll catch you in the next one. All right. Later.